everyone, my name is Richie and welcome back to another video. Today you join me on the Birmingham Cross City route because, well, today we're saying goodbye to the Class 323. So yeah, here we are, Birmingham Cross City, and today, well, if you didn't already know, the Class 323s no longer run on the Birmingham Cross City. As of, I think it was Sunday the 29th of September, they've all been either scrapped or taken up to Northern, I think, and now they're all being replaced with 730s. So I thought today we'll do a little run on the Birmingham Cross City route, my previous home route, and say goodbye to the Class 323 and talk a little bit about it. So here we go, we're in 5U05 Birmingham New Street to Four Oak, which I think is a straight run through to Four Oaks, is it? Yeah, straight through, 20-minute service, cool. Right, let's get ourselves set up. Let's put the master key in here. There you go, pop it into forwards and open the doors on the left-hand side. Here we go, Birmingham New Street. This is where we're starting today. So straight off the bat, I mean, I've got so many fond memories of Birmingham New Street. I've been through the station numerous times. It's a shame that we've not got the 390s and the 350s in here just yet, but I'm hoping soon we will see them added into the timetable somehow. I must admit, it's a wonderful bit of modelling. Obviously, you've got the eye up here and the entrance, so you can get in through that way. There is an entrance around the rear as well, and you've also got the Bullring Rotunda, which is very famous in Birmingham. But it's a wonderful piece of work. Look at this, it's absolutely fantastic. It's spot on, honestly. Like, when this route came out, you know, sort of like when your local route comes to the game, it's kind of a make or break situation. And when this came out, I was like, I'm sold on every single future route. But we're not here to talk about Birmingham New Street, we're here to talk about this, the wonderful Class 323, which is now, unfortunately, no longer running on the Birmingham Cross City line, which is, well, I say it's unfortunate. They have been on the line for 30 years. I grew up with the 323s on the Birmingham Cross City line, as I'll come on to a little later on as we head up towards Four Oaks. But yeah, it's very sad to see. Unfortunately, I couldn't go down to the farewell because I've been busy prepping for holidays, so I didn't have the chance to go down there. Let's lock the doors. I think it's 10 mile an hour out of here. But yeah, it's sad to see him go, but most of them are coming up to Northern, and if you didn't already know, I live in the north now, so I migrated from Birmingham up towards Leeds, so hopefully they might put them on the Leeds to Doncaster line, because that needs a bit more, needs a few more trains. Anyway, let's get going, up to 10 mile an hour. We don't need to go too quick, because we've got a red light coming up, so yeah, let's get going. Right, we're up to 15. Honestly, the sound of the 323 is such a throwback for me, because, you know, the sound of the 323s is so iconic. That whine sound, spot on. It's absolutely fantastic. But it's one of them sorts of things where, growing up and always travelling on the 323, hearing that sound and hearing it, you know, as it comes into a station. When I used to get on at Chester Road, and you'd hear it and that sort of like wind down. Oh, it was such a beautiful sound. And I don't think the 730s have that or anything close to that. So it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a little bit missing. From the Birmingham Cross City line. As we emerge from the tunnel there, you can see Birmingham City Centre, which I know all too well. Obviously you can see the rotunda there, the Bullring Rotunda and the Selfridges, and we're also going underneath, well, we did just go underneath Moore Street, which is I think the northern end of the Chiltern main line, I think, something like that. I've never been on the Chiltern main line, so I wouldn't know. I have been through Moore Street one or two times, though, down to Stratford. Anyway, where's our train going? It's there. We can get up to 40 mile an hour as we go past HS2 on the left-hand side here. So if you didn't know, this is, well, now technically the northern terminus of HS2 because it's been cut back so many times. But yeah, this is Birmingham Curzon Street, or will be the site of Birmingham Curzon Street. We need to slow down a little bit because I'm going way too quick. Way too quick. Right, slow down a tad. Just a teeny bit. We've got 7 miles to Four Oaks. Like I say, we are straight through to Four Oaks, which is kind of fitting really, because the reason why I've chosen to do it on this route and do this farewell video for the 323 is obviously I grew up on this route, if you didn't know, and I grew up in a flat right next to Chester Road train station. I did do a whole video on this for my first video actually, but yeah, this is the portion of the line I'm most familiar with, so I thought it'd be rather fitting. In the background there, you can actually see Birmingham City University, which I used to have a friend that went to Birmingham City and stayed in them halls, and in them halls you overlook Curzon Street roundabout, which is, it's like a whirlpool. It's so hypnotic. We're also going to be going through Aston shortly, which is where the Chase line would then head up towards Witton and then go past Aston Villa Football Ground, which, if you know anything about me, makes me very happy. Right, I best think about slowing down here because we haven't got a red at the end of Aston Station, so we don't want to spat, because that's not a very nice farewell, is it? Let's get down to 20 anyway. Yeah, so if you carried on northwards up here, you'd head towards Walsall, and then Rugeley, Trent Valley, up the Chase line. You'd also go to Witton as well, which is the closest station to Aston Villa, which is weird because it says on here, it says on the platform signage here that it's for Villa Park, but it's not. Yeah, there you go. It says for Villa Park, which I think is what the actual station signage says, but it's nowhere near Villa Park. Villa Park is a good like mile away that way. And then Witton is the next station, and it's literally you get off at Witton, and then you're on Holt End or whatever the street name is, and then you're at Villa Park. It's right next to it, so it's very weird. We're also, is this Spaghetti Junction here, or are we just before it? I think we're just before. Oh yeah, Spaghetti Junction's there, which you can't miss because it looks like, well, spaghetti. And here we go. This is Spaghetti Junction, which is a nightmare to drive on. If you've ever driven into the Midlands or into Birmingham, you'll know about Spaghetti Junction. It's an absolute maze. It's all sorts going on. They've modelled it really well in this route. All the cars, I mean, the cars seem to know where they're going, which isn't quite realistic. They usually never know where they're going. And then once you safely get through Spaghetti Junction, you do head northbound up towards Lichfield City, and this is all very much uphill. It's funny because the next station is called Gravelly Hill, and it's called that because it is built upon a gravelly hill. That is literally the only reason why it's called that. There's no other reason why it would be called Gravelly Hill. It's like a flowery field on Glossop Line. It's literally a flowery field. It's weird. Anyway, got another 323 here. Hello. Strong horn on the 323. Let's have a lovely listen again. There you go. I really like the livery as well. The livery's really nice. I don't like this new purple livery that they're bringing to the West Midlands Railway. I don't like it at all. The orange is nice, but it doesn't beat the London Midland livery, the green one. Now you're talking. That's the one I know, the London Midland livery on the 323s. It'd be really nice to see that like they did with the Centro livery, to see London Midland, hopefully one day. So as we round this bend, we're coming through Erdington train station now, which if you've seen my first video, you'll know a story about Erdington. But to give you the long and short of it, my mum left a bag up in Chester Road, just up the road, down the track, not up the road, and we had to get off at Erdington, and she had to run around and make sure that she could get her back in time. If you want to see that story, go check out my first video, because honestly it's chaos. But we're coming up to Chester Road now, which is my home station. Well, was my home station, it's not anymore. I grew up right next to Chester Road station, and once we go through it, I'll show you whereabouts I lived or whereabouts I grew up. Here you go, here's Chester Road now. You can tell with the canopies, they're very iconic of the canopies. But I grew up in a flat just there. There you go, that one. That's the flat I grew up in. Kentmere Tower it's called. There you go, going through Chester Road now. Very interesting station because it's really good to train spot at. Because this part of the Birmingham Cross City line would realistically see the cross-country voyages. I think in some cases it has the Pendolinos on it, and very rarely has 350s on it. But yeah, you would be able to see trains coming from very far either way because of the curved nature of the station. But very iconic station for me anyway. Many a time I have sat here waiting for the train, and you hear the sound of the winding coming around this corner and stopping down here. And that's the room where my mum left the bag and the chaos happened at Erdington. But yeah, it's really cool seeing Chester Road in this game, and you know, reliving many a commute from my childhood. So spot on. I absolutely love it. Anyway, let's get back to our 323. Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. We're just going through Wild Green. So whilst we've been nattering at Chester Road, we have just gone through Wild Green, which is another little fun fact. I went to school not too far away from Wild Green station, down that sort of area, because obviously I grew up in the flats down there, and then my primary school was down there. But Wild Green, another interesting station. Wild Green, Erdington and Chester Road have these interesting canopies, and I think they're in places in the southern portion of the route as well, like Bourneville and that. I tell you what, we've been going all this time and I've not turned my GSMR on. Let's just do it anyway, because this was the first train in trainsimworld with functional GSMR. Anyway, we're coming through Sutton Coldfield now, which is, well, kind of a key station really, because Sutton Coldfield's massive. It's where all the footballers live, because it's whenever people ask me, whereabouts in Birmingham are you from, I say Sutton Coldfield, although I'm actually from closer to Erdington. It's kind of a sort of thing where if you say you're from Sutton, it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of not a posh area, but definitely a bit more sophisticated, let's say. So yeah, definitely that's what I say, but in reality I'm actually from Erdington. Anyway, we are a mile away from Four Oaks, and I've really enjoyed doing this little run and reminiscing about the 323 as we bid it farewell. It's going to be such a shame to see these go, but I'm hopefully going to see their northern counterparts very soon. Right, we're on the approach to Four Oaks, and we've got a red light, so I think we've got to wait for something coming the other way first before we can go into the bay platform. So let's slow down. The brakes are quite good on the 323, which is something I'm going to miss, you know. Strong brakes. I mean, I say I'm going to miss it. We're going to have the 323 on this route for ever. I would really like to see the 730s though. The 730s would be a really nice addition, and it'd be rather fitting as well, because this route is kind of set present day with the newly opened university station building and stuff, so it'd be really fitting to have the 730s on there, because, well, not too much of the route has changed since it released. What was it, 2022 it came out? So 730s, and then we could hopefully have the 350s and the 390s as well, like they added to Cathcart Circle. That would be really nice. Anyway, we need to wait for something. What are we waiting for? Ah, there we go, we're waiting for that, the Blake Street to Bromsgrove service, which is operating an early morning passenger service. So just got to wait for that to go past, and then we can get on our merry way. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, whilst we're waiting for that 323 to go past, I'm going to get a nice little photo mode shot for the thumbnail, because we might as well get one final 323 shot. Well, I say one final. I'm talking as if they're going to remove it from the game. They're not. But, you know, I'm just trying to be sentimental here, so let's get a nice little photo mode shot. There we go, a nice, simple photo mode shot. I'm happy with that. Come on, what's this blooming 323 doing up here? Ah, it's off. It's on the move. Right, we should be able to go in a second. There it is. There's that 323, so we should get a green signal now. Right, I'm going to let that go past. Whilst it goes past, let's have a listen to it going past. Right. Nice, beautiful. What I'm going to do is, one last time, I'm going to listen to the 323 departing, which is a very nice sound, so let's do it. Let's do a bit of full throttle. Go on. Beautiful. That's such an iconic sound. Oh, it's a fantastic sound. And it's a shame, because obviously, you know, 730s don't have a sound like that, so I don't know what they sound like, so, you know, 323s will be definitely missed on this line. Anyway, right, we're pulling into Four Oaks now, where we'll be leaving this video. So yeah, let's safely get in there and safely stop, because we don't fancy spadding on this wonderful farewell service for the 323. And as we slowly crawl into Four Oaks, interestingly, we're not actually going into the bay platform. I thought we were, but we're not. So we're going to pull into here, and then I think it would become a service, like an all-stopper back to probably Redditch after this. So we'll find out anyway. So let's think about stopping, because we probably will spad if I don't concentrate. So let's slow down, and let's try and get a perfect stop. A perfect stop for the farewell tour, eh? Full brakes. It's not a bad stop at all. Ah, decent. Cool, right. Doors on the left. I think, no, doors on the right. I don't know. And let's get the doors locked. Let's get everyone off. Everyone's off. Cool, right, let's lock the doors. Excellent. How did we do? Minus 280 for speeding. That was when we were meant to be going 15, but we went 45. Whoops. Cool, so now this service will go on towards Redditch, I think. Let's find out. Let's have a little look. Where's it going after here? That's first one to Four Oaks. Well, that's the one that's just come in. Second one to Redditch, there you go. Cool. So this will go on back down to Redditch. What's the unit called? It's called Lichfield Trent Valley. Ah, cool. Nice. So there we go. That was a little video bidding farewell to the Class 323 on the Birmingham Cross City line. Obviously, we've still got this in the game, and we'll be able to, you know, relive this time capsule, let's say. So with all that said and done, thank you for watching me bid farewell to the Class 323. If you enjoyed it, please smash that like button and subscribe. If you're new, I'd massively appreciate it. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.